Are you making that sound with your mustache?
It's actually the bird
Oh
whistle.
my god.
Songbird ocarina, my homie Burien in LA makes these.
What? Is that just what kind of bird is that called? Is that like a bird near you or something?
No.
You don't know?
It's near to my heart.
Oh my god. I love birds. I used to not like birds because I thought they were so dirty, but I don't know. Living downtown, there's just so many little geese and pigeons and cute birds, and I love them so much.
So cute.
They're adorable. Okay, so you are from the outskirts of Seattle.
Mm-hmm. Can I do like a funny intro?
Yes. Do it for me.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're coming live right now at the one and only Icon Hip Hop Cypher. This is a rapper's delight full of local bars for y'all. My name is Torin Frost. It is such a pleasure and honor to be here.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
Yes.
What are we going to talk about today?
I'm so excited to have you here.
Me
I'm
too.
very intrigued by your mustache and your beard and your hair.
Thank you so
nice.
much. That's all I can grow.
It's all I can grow.
Yeah, I can't grow a beard. I don't shave or anything.
Oh my god, it just grows like
the full
that?
me all natural.
Whoa, that's dope. Nice. So is it always like that? This is not like a Movember occasion or anything?
Oh yeah, this is me. Yeah, I got it on the mixtape.
Oh, that's right. I love that. That is like the most amazing representation of you, and I don't even know you. And I can just tell right away.
Oh, it's supposed to be good to know. You're right here.
Hell yeah, dude. All right, so how old are you? You said you were born in 94?
Mm-hmm.
Was it like 26?
28.
28? Wow,
Yeah.
I'm not good at math.
Yeah, Ollie was just telling me how good 94 was for a year for hip hop, so I was born right into it. It was perfect.
Nice. Perfect. So is that something that you always started, like from an early age and stuff? You were always doing music?
Yeah, I was always rapping around. I started when I was like 6 years old, rapping Eminem verses and stuff just for my sisters and all her friends. And then started freestyling in elementary school.
Right.
And then by 6th grade, they're like throwing me words in the recess line and I'm rapping off it, freestyling back to the people.
Oh, fun. Oh my God, elementary school. What kind of stuff do you rap about in elementary school? Are you like, I got the crayons in my notebook and my
I was rapping about things I was not doing. Which a lot of young rappers do. It's like, come on,
That's
y'all.
so
Why are you rapping
true.
about stuff you're not actually doing?
Totally.
I just wanted to be cool.
No, of course you want to be cool.
Young rapper syndrome.
Yeah.
We all still got it. I mean, we want to be cool.
Yeah, fair enough, dude. So was your family into music and stuff? Like, was that like a big, like,
My
part of
sisters
your-
always bump rap on the way to school.
Are they older? She older?
Yeah, I'm the youngest.
Okay.
So all her friends, they'd freestyle too, and they'd be having
was
little
dope.
parties at the house bumping raps and stuff. So I was getting that influence from the older kids. And then I wanted to hang out with them. And my mom, she didn't listen to rap at all. She's bumping like Shania Twain or Bob Marley or just old sing-along song stuff. And
Shania Twain, me and my mom used to listen to that shit too.
Yeah. A young man singing I Feel Like a Woman.
Yeah.
So I was in a car full. It was just me and my two sisters and my mom.
Okay.
So riding around
Ladies.
bumping Shania Twain.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
But yeah, my cousin had the Doggy Style Snoop Dogg CD when I was 6 years old.
Nice.
And I remember hearing how dirty that was. And it's like being so like encaptured by how he's talking. And it's like, wow, this is real life.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
Aw, dope. So what is your town like that you live in? Have you always lived there?
I was born and raised in Burien, Washington, South Seattle.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's a little suburb town south of Seattle.
Yeah.
It's a cool vibe. It's chill, really diverse. Highline School District, my school district was one of the most diverse school districts in the whole country.
Oh, wow.
So
nice.
next to me, I got people from the Middle East and people from South America, people from Africa, all speaking their native languages coming over. And in my neighborhood alone, I had friends from Vietnam, friends from Mexico, friends from Saudi Arabia. So I'm running around my neighborhood, and each house I go into feels like I'm going to another planet, like another culture.
Yeah.
And I'm just getting to taste the foods and the experience and getting to taste all these cultures. I was so blessed to have Pacific Islander, to hear those songs as a kid, and to be able to witness Latin dancing and speaking
my
Spanish. Growing
God.
up, 50% of my high school was Latino.
Right,
So,
you said
like,
that.
First partner, she was Latino. A lot of my best friends are Mexican, and so that cultural influence is really cool part about Burien.
Totally.
People don't think that in Seattle.
No, I wouldn't thought
They think
that at all.
Seattle's super whitewashed, and Burien's like
Yeah.
I don't think it's that ghetto. It's a little more ghetto fab, you know. But people up in North Seattle are like, oh, you live in Burien? Like, oh, what?
Oh.
Shit goes down in Burien for sure.
Okay.
But it's not that bad.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
it ain't Compton.
You turned out okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Nice. So do you go into like downtown Seattle a lot? Like, is there more of like is there more people doing things there? More of like the scene kind of thing?
Yeah, Burien's chill. You just got, you know, Habanero, El Pique, a couple Latin dance spots, but besides that, it's just older people drinking beer at the bar. There's no night scene in Burien. But yeah, Seattle, that's where it goes down. If you want to go out and hit the scene or where the shows are popping off.
Right. So you have a band, you said, right?
Yes, definitely.
So how long have you known those people in that band? Or is that like the first band that you've been in, or were you in other bands?
No, I've been in a few bands. So this is my third band. And it's the first project that I'm the front man of. And I'm leading it. It feels so good.
Nice.
So fulfilling. And I've been playing with some of these guys. They were in my last band, a couple of them. The saxophone player, Kyle G. He is a wizard. He's just a composer, and he saxophone. He could play so many instruments. And his stage presence and the way he moves with his saxophone, he just captures the people. Right when he takes off, you feel it.
Yeah.
And been playing with our bass player, Rob Wells. He's just so solid on the bass. He's a sound wizard, too, so he knows all the frequencies, and he teaches me so much about sound and engineering.
Right.
And then the other guys in the band I've been meeting recently the last few years, my brother Raul, he's an epic drummer, so like world-class, playing in the Seattle Children's Theater, like big theater performances. He's amazing singer, amazing musician. And I met him in the band Reposado, and that was my first band, the Tequila Funk Band. And it's me and my brother Jean-Paul Boulet and Joel. We toured the country, a 3-piece band. Just this little Tequila Funk's the Instagram. You look it up. Now it's a 12-piece, like, giant Latin funk band that just rocks your soul, takes you to the roots, sends you to the stars. And he's just leading, taking the people on an epic world journey of music.
Dope.
And Raul, I met him with JP. He's drumming with Reposado, and he's like, T, bro, if you ever need a drummer, I got you. And he's so nice on the kit. He's just one of my favorite drummers I've ever met in my life. And yeah, so we got this dream team. Richie Adino's the guitarist. I met him through a band, Cosmic Serenity. Seen him headlining festivals, and he's like the headlining guitarist who just rocks the whole festival. When he solos, you melt.
Right.
And I've seen him jumping in the crowd, rolling on the ground, going wild, and I was just like, this guy's a legend. And I heard that he was down to play with us, and I'm like, Richie Adino's gonna rock with us, so we got an all-star team.
Yeah, sounds like it.
And then last but not least, Lauren Santi, this angel from the heavens, literally descended with a voice that just moves all the bones inside of your body, and she sings right from the heart. I met her at a couple jams around the city singing. Met her at the last festival. I called her up on the stage because a dear elder that we love so much passed away. And as I'm telling this to the whole festival, Lauren finds out about it. And she starts to like cry. And I'm like, it's okay. Like, Gail is still here with us. Her spirit is still here. And I called Lauren up onto the stage in front of hundreds of people. And she sang to those people about Gail, the elder that passed away. And just spine tingling.
Yeah.
It's, I gotta post a video. It's in the archives.
Yeah.
And she's like, Torin, I haven't been on stage in 2 years, and she's been going through a lot. And she's been working in the studio, and she's on J. Cole's last album, and she's been popping in the studio, but she hasn't been able to perform. And she hopped on that stage, and her fire came back full butterfly mode, blasted out the chrysalis. She ended up joining our band, and now she sings with me. And I'm like, have this powerhouse of a woman by my side singing, and it just melts my heart that she's willing to sing with me. And so it's not just me singing, which is like, you know, smooth. Yeah, I sing a little bit, but she sang.
Yeah.
She's like belting it.
Yeah. It's good to have that mix.
Oh, yeah.
Dynamic
that
duo
divine feminine presence and the soul, just that heart energy.
Totally.
And she brought her friend Anika to the last show. So we had 2 women harmonizing on the stage, so hitting those 3-part harmonies.
Yeah.
I've never felt that in my life.
Yeah.
It feels like church or something. I'm like, is this real life right now?
Totally.
Yeah. I'm stoked to show y'all the band one day. It's called Patterns of Saturn.
Okay.
Yeah, and each member is a whole like portal in themselves of musical creation. All-star dream team for sure.
That's great. So is that like, so the first kind of band that you were with, like what you said it was kind of like the Latin funk. Like, so what were you doing in that? Like, were you playing instruments? Were you singing? Like,
Nah, I was freestyling, just spitting.
Really?
And we'd be street performing around the country, and we started playing 3 gigs a week in Seattle.
Yeah.
We were hosting a gig every Sunday at the Hummingbird Saloon in Columbia City, and playing this little spot called Molly McGuire's in Ballard, tiny little Irish pub with a stage the size of this table. And we were just starting super small and rootsy. And then it was just my homie Jean-Paul on the guitar, Joel on the drums, and me rapping. And JP be singing some hooks, hitting us with a journey, singing his tales that he tells, and painting a nice cinematic picture with his voice. And then I come in and break it down, hit all the details, fill in the dots, take the people on a freestyle lyrical journey.
Yeah.
And we had songs too, but it was pretty jammy and improvised. And JP would have some nice hooks, but I'd be more of the just freestyle.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. I never really now I've seen like rapper groups and stuff, where there's like 4 rappers or whatever, but I've never really seen like a band like that with like some instruments going on and there's like a rapper. I can't picture what kind of music. Like I don't I guess drums and guitar.
You gotta come see the band.
I would love to come see the band.
December 17th at the Substation in Seattle.
Really? Well, we gotta go.
Yeah, y'all should come.
Sounds dope.
It's a show.
So is it so it's the same kind of thing now, I guess. So you're freestyling and then you have the girls singing and you got the instruments and stuff going on?
I mean, now I got a lot of songs now. Now it's way more polished up. Taking the people. Now I'm taking the people on a journey because I've took notes from the greats.
Right.
Now I got these songs curated of these stories from my life and these experiences I get to take the crowd on. And we're taking them on these interactive journeys. And I like to leave space for the freestyles. And if we get a long set, I'm freestyling. But when you got a 45-minute set, we got to give them the gold. So we got...
For sure.
We got it polished up now. We got something that I know hits and I know it feels good. And I know it's something special.
So this album here... Is this with your band, or is this just you on your own?
No, that's just a drip of the iceberg right there.
Right.
Yeah, that's hip hop. That's beats. Those Burien beats, homie. Pioneers, homie Rab, and DJ D Schwank. He remixed Rab's beats on there. So those are like basement, backyard Burien beats that I funked out with Rob. He put some live bass on it.
Nice.
Rob Welch from the band. Kyle G put some saxophone on there.
Okay.
He had to put some
Kinda
sax.
work with them a little bit.
And then Phil Peterson. Shout out Phil Peterson, man, for real. He put his cellos on there. He blessed us with his cellos.
Oh,
and he is world-class celloist, 50 platinum plaques or more. He's he's doing Macklemore's cellos and stuff. So the fact that we got you on there, Phil, man, he's just, I love him so much.
Wow.
He's a wizard. His musical abilities are so extraordinary. And when we work together, he produced Tip of the Drip. The first song on the mixtape. Okay. That's all Phil. He's laying down. In the studio, he starts laying down live cellos, live bass, putting the drum pad. I start writing. He's like, get in the booth. I start freestyling. He's like, yo, that part's dope. We're putting that part in. It was a freestyle, and we kept it in the song. Yeah. There's a part where I belt out, every time you hear this sound, and every time I hear this sound, I'm gonna break it down. And that was all this freestyle. I said, who, what, when, where, why? I said, now, ready to rip it up, I get down. That was all freestyle. And when I'm on the beat, I'm like, bow, wow. And then I wrote a little bit of bars to come finish off that flow, came home, polished it up.
Nice.
And we got Phil Peterson on there, and the rest of it's homies in Burien. No education when they first started, just making beats. And then it's just me rapping about my life. Just me and my girlfriend broke up. Let me write a little song. Man, why's my homie doing this? Let me write a little song. Oh my God, my homie almost died. Let me write a song. Damn, she's fly. We ate some cashew cheesecake. Let me write a song about that day. That was a good day. That's just 13 days of my life.
Oh, okay. Dope. I like that. I like that little concept. Kind of simple. Very cute. Well, it seems like you had a lot of dope people around you. Did you meet all those people in Seattle, or did you meet them when you were traveling? You said, because it seems like mostly kind of local.
That band, that's all my Seattle people.
Dope.
Yeah. I mean, I met Lauren. Columbia City. Yeah, definitely met them all around Seattle for sure.
Sick. Huh.
So grateful for these angels.
Yeah.
I would not be where I am or who I am or what I am if it wasn't for JP and the band and all these brothers and sisters that have been guiding me and helping me.
Yeah. I mean, you need those people, you know, collaboration is like such a huge part of it.
Straight up.
And you learn so much from all of them, like you said. Like, they all have their own individual talents, and like one brain can only, you know, pursue so many things that they're one passionate about. And then, you know, when you like have other people who are passionate about other things, and you get to learn that like depth of learning from them, you know, because if you're going to indulge in learning about everything, it's going to be like lesser of a, you know what I mean?
Spread thin.
Yeah. So you get the goods from
when you have people who are so dedicated at their craft and they've mastered it and they've just curated themselves to be such a powerhouse at what they do, and you find another person that's so good at what they do, and then what they do, and then we all come together, just like with y'all, Icon Hip Hop. Y'all are helping documenting, you're historians, you know, of the culture. And me, I'm just a rapper running around, and jewels dripping, rapping, flowing, singing songs. It's like, hold up, can someone take a video and post it online? Because I'm not doing that. But we don't have people recording these things, and we don't have people documenting, and the people who are writing about it, the people who are the dancers, the break dancers, the graffiti artists, and the other people in the culture that were also needed to create culture. It's all of us coming together with our gifts to stir this big pot of gumbo.
Totally. Yeah, fuck. It's definitely much needed to like have a conversation, because like, I don't know, I mean, for me, like looking up to people who I wish I was, or whose lives that I want, you know, it's like I want to hear them talk. Like I want to know like what the fuck they're thinking. Like I want to know what kind of person they are, or what, you know, what it took for them to get to where they are, you know? So I think it's important to just fucking have a conversation, you know? I think it's it's the most direct way to share information and express yourself, I feel like, by talking and sharing. So it's definitely important thing going on. Do you think that it's, like, do you find difficulties with your band sometimes? I've always thought if I was going to be in a band, just based on the type of person I am, and like I'm not a musician, but like based on the type of person I am, I think I would find it hard to like find enough other people who I'm like, yes, all your ideas are good and we all fit together all the time. Like, you know what I mean? Like have the same vision and ideas and stuff. Like I feel like that's really difficult to find. So I'm glad that you have found it, because it's so hard.
Yeah. You know, I've been learning a lot about communication. And that's why a lot of relationships fail. And a lot of great bands, I believe they didn't have proper communication skills, and our whole society and culture doesn't know how to communicate with each other, but our needs and our boundaries and our wants. And there's a lot of things that are super hard to navigate with 7 people trying to plant one picture.
There's
especially
7 people?
Yeah. And when you're trying to schedule 7 people, you ever have a friend you want to hang out with, but it's like hard to get a hold of that one friend? I'll get a hold of 7 of them at the same time, and all try to build the same dream.
God.
You know, Richie's playing 15 shows a month or more. Raul's a professional. He plays 20-something shows a month. Kyle G makes music for a living, produces for video games, composes video game music and stuff. Cool. So I'm working with professional musicians here, and it's like they're so talented at what they do, and they're so passionate, and they truly believe in what we're doing. And they feel it. Raul came up to me and said, Torin, I've played over 120 shows this year. That was my favorite.
No.
You know what that means to me?
Great.
He's played with the legends, you know? He's singing with Shayna Shepherd. I love you, Shayna. She's a queen, man. She's a queen. She's so powerful. So to be honored and even compared to people that are that powerful, who I'm so humbled by, that I'm like, wow, you're like, your favorite shows with little old me? I'm like, what? And they like love this hip hop, this rootsy hip hop, this Northwest shit. Richie's opened up for Outkast. He's been playing hip hop bands for 20 years. Kyle G, after the fair, he called me. He's like, bro, I think you're the best freestyler in the world. I'm like, no, bro. Come on, bro. He don't even listen to hip hop. I'm like, Kyle, you don't know me. Like, I might be the best on this hill. Mate, that's an opinion too.
Totally.
But the fact that the band believes in what we're doing, the Lauren, the Rod that believes in it, it makes it so easy because we all love it. We love to do it. We're not doing it for the money. We're not doing it for a name. We're doing it because what we're doing is powerful and it's healing for us. And that's our passion, like to come together. Like we're not linking up to, you know, make money or anything. It's we haven't even done any of the photos or the videos or any of that stuff. Or we play these big festivals and then we don't have any videos or photos to document it because we're just so in the music. We love the music so much and we care about it so much.
I love that. I love that. I love that. I mean, it's obviously amazing to have like a video of that like amazing moment that you want to remember forever, but it also like just takes away from like any interference of like the energy that's going on, you know what I mean? Like it's like it's so special, and it's only in that time, it only exists there, and that's it, and it only exists in your mind. And like I don't know, I feel like we're in a time now where like everything is documented, everything is you know, taking a photo of or taking a video, and it's like that's awesome. Like I love that we can do that. I do it all the time. I'm literally a photographer, like of course. But I don't know, there's something so special about just that realness and the rawness of it just being, you know, and like I don't know, I just feel like production kind of takes over a lot too sometimes, because it's like, okay, we're gonna film it, so like you guys are gonna be here and we're gonna do this, and make sure you're over here looking at this and I'm gonna have this camera, you know what I mean? Like
definitely
you need to have like a videographer that can come in and be like kind of sneaky about it and you know, do the work for you, so you guys don't have to think about like the, oh man, we got to get somebody filming this, like we got it, you know, you got to have like that team member who's there to do that work, because otherwise it's gonna take away, you know, from that moment, because like that's like the most important thing, you know.
Yeah, it's when the documentation comes in the production and all those things. When you say what our difficulty is, that is our biggest problem. The music is fun. I like the music.
That's good. I love that. That's your biggest problem.
Rob's like, yo, we got to get our EPK made. We got to get our stuff together. We got to get booked for next year's festivals. We need to be ahead of the game. And I'm over here running around to the next city, running in the forest for 5 days with no shoes on my feet, no phone in my pocket, picking elderberries with the fairies. You know what I'm saying? And so they're like, bro, you got to post. You got to go online. We got to respond to the people messaging and all these online cyber things. And I feel like, yeah, the organizing, scheduling, documentation, I would love anybody in this planet if you would like to help with like the more structured of the management things, booking, scheduling, organizing, because those things, we're artists here. We're trying to curate music. That's what we want to do. We want people who like to take photos to take photos, people who like to do videos, because I'm out here trying to film myself, trying to put the tripod up during the show.
Totally.
My homie Mireya is out there bare feet in 32 degrees filming just because I'm bare feet. I'm like, bro, don't try to be. He's from New Mexico. I'm like, dude, I was dancing the whole show. You can't stand and film bare feet. You're wild.
That's funny as fuck. Oh my god, that's funny when you say 32 degrees. I'm like, that's so hot, because I'm thinking Celsius.
Oh, you're thinking Celsius. Yeah, there's like ice on the ground at Barter Fair, and I'm bare feet for 4 days.
What?
Just running around like.
Is that like, did you like practice to like learn to warm your feet up?
I climb mountains bare feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I just barefooted for like all summer, and even in the fall, winter sometimes. Especially when I'm in the Southwest, I'll be in Joshua Tree bare feet, is like picking new kinds of cactus on my feet. Like, yo, what is this? It's like all like circular, looking like a turtle shell in the back of those Mario things. And I'll pull another one now, and it's looking like a rabbit. There's all these different shapes of cacti sticking into me. Like, you get to know the ecology when you're bare feet very well. Enough. And you're walking in the Alaskan mud, and you hit the creeks, and you're like, oh, so cold. And you get to some rocks, and you're like, oh, so sharp. And you're just like feeling the mosh, like, oh, so soft. And,
bruh. So why the bare feet?
By grounding, I connect to the earth. Our problem is we're not attached and connected to the earth. Mama tierra. Right now, our whole entire world is running around forgetting who provides for us, and the relationship is just so detached, and it's so sad. Being bare feet, you're literally touching the earth again. It's like, cut all the side foo-foo stuff. Let's just get bare feet and roll around on the dirt. Like, that's how you really connect with the earth. And, like, putting your hands in it, tending to the soil, you know, replanting, picking medicine, planting trees, diving into rivers, cleansing your aura. Yeah. And bare feet is just medicine. Being barefoot on the ground literally heals you. It feels so good. I feel it. When I go bare feet, I'm like, ah.
Even in the cactus and the cold water?
Oh.
You like it?
The thing is, it's like when you're 3 days in the place barefoot, you get tapped in. You start feeling the place, and you start really like, I don't know if you believe in elementals or the spirit of the earth or anything, but either way, electromagnetic frequencies are real. And when you're feeling, and everything's vibrating a frequency that's alive, and this earth is alive, and we are alive, we are electric magnetic beings. So I'm literally, you're having grounding is a real electronic thing that's happening when you're outside, and I feel it. And it's been proven by science that it's super good for your nervous system. And,
totally. I heard that, like the pores on the bottoms of your feet are I don't know, they're more open or like more sensitive or something, right?
Yeah.
Because like I mean they're always covered, like you're not walking around bare feet unless you're like in your house, most people, you know. So to like expose them to that is like a, you know, awakens them or whatever the fuck, like lets it all in. Yeah, I don't not believe in all that stuff. I don't know. I would love to believe that there's an amazing way to connect to Mother Earth like that, because it feels good. It feels good to like have those feelings. Like I feel like for people who like don't believe it, I'm like, well, if you stand there and you tell yourself that this is stupid and you can't feel it, it's not gonna work, honey.
And the funniest thing is, how does toes in the sand not feel good? Toes in the moss, toes in the grass.
No,
it's
for
like,
sure, but that's so amazing.
That feeling that you feel,
yeah,
that's not just the texture of the grass touching your feet. That's a whole relief to your body, because your feet's reconnecting with the source. That feeling of toes in the grass, your feet are touching the sand. It's like, that's you connecting. You're massaging the earth right now. That's direct. Like, ecosexuality is a real thing. The earth is definitely. The earth is a very sensual experience. You could be in this waterfall, feeling sour in the water running all over your body. People need to get in tune with the beauty out here in this world. You know what I'm saying?
My goodness.
It's so beautiful. Seriously.
So it sounds like you've done a lot of traveling.
Oh, me encanta viajar.
Okay.
I love to travel. I love to travel.
Totally.
Definitely.
So wherever have you been?
Oh, man. Where does the story start and swirl? You see, I was just a young pearl inside of a clam, and then I opened up my hand, and then I realized the flight started here in the Northwest land, and then it started to expand. I started to go south, and then the little fish in the water started to open up its mouth, and I swam towards the ocean. And you know where I go? I've been everywhere, up and down the West Coast. Been down to New Mexico, Arizona, around the country, toured with the band in like 30-something states. Been all across Mexico, went through Centro America solito. I traveled Centro America. I flew into Guatemala by myself, and I backpacked through El Salvador, Honduras, Nicaragua, to Costa Rica. And I just had this solo journey of my life, and it was the most life-changing, beautiful experience. It was healing.
Sounds amazing.
And everyone scared me and told me not to go.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, that was great. I went to Cuba, went to Puerto Rico, went to Cambodia, Thailand, Iceland for a weekend to go meet this rapper, Blas Roca.
Sick.
It was, I played a little party in Iceland. It was so funny. So funny. And, yeah.
So you got friends worldwide?
Yeah, definitely. I ain't been to really out in Europe yet, though. I've been to Africa.
Okay.
There's some places, Middle East. Yeah. There's a lot of places. The world's so big. I'm just starting to travel.
So big.
People think, like, my family thinks I've been all around the world. I'm like, not really, though. Only a few. Yeah. A little handful of countries.
Yeah. Yeah, traveling is such a crazy thing. It's even the smallest little things that are different that you're just like, it can be like this? Or this can be normal here? Like, what the fuck? Because you just don't know. You just don't know outside of your norm, you know what I mean? Like, you're like, wait, the traffic lights are horizontal? Like, what the like, just even any little thing is so, like, it's a crazy experience.
They don't use toilet paper in Asia.
I know.
Yeah,
I've been there.
Yeah, the culture differences that are just so normal, that are things that are normalized, and even the sense of humor in places, and it's wild. Like, some humor, Iceland, I ain't gonna fly in the Northwest. Nah, you'll get canceled the first day. Yeah. Icelandic people their humor is dark. You know, and all these different humors. And in Latin America, they use terms of endearment for things, and up here you wouldn't say, like, you call me like mi gorda, that's a term of endearment, or flaco, like it's skinny, you know. And like gorda means fat, but you could tap me as like a term of endearment, like I love you, I adore you, mi gorda, te amo. And it's like, they'll call people negro, they'll call people blanco, güero, and it's like call people by what they are and like laugh about it. And here it's like, oh, you said that, like you just said that about my body. But there's like, they say what they are, and they talk about who they are, and they love it and embrace it, and it's like a norm and a culture. And they're like, yeah, güero, yeah, negro, blanco, we're all beautiful. It's like, let's just embrace it. And it's not a bad thing to be anything, it seems, in Latin America. When I travel, everyone seems more loving, and you're walking on the street and everyone says hello, buenos días, buenas tardes, hola, hey, ¿cómo anda? It's so beautiful, the culture, that the love. And here it's always like,
I know.
Everyone's like scared of each other and putting each other down. It's non-communal, and the barter system is non-existent. In Guatemala, in the villages, she picking limes.
Yeah.
And literally they come over, they're trading for eggs. And then she gives some more limes. She has thousands of limes. She's trading it for the tortillas. Then she's trading limes. She's getting chicken. And she's literally getting our whole meal just from a basket of limes. She's just trading because that's what she has is limes. And the people who have tortillas, they trade tortillas for everything. And the people who have coffee trade coffee for everything. And it's because when you're out there farming and you're living off the land and you're really working it, that's what you do. You have coffee or you make tortillas or you have your source. And when they have it, they're trading it around the village. And I'm like, wow, I didn't even use money all day. She's handing me things to go trade with people down the street, and I'm like, this is so cool. That's why barter fair. I love the whole barter system and like realizing we don't need money. That's on people like, yo, you fly me out, you feed me, you give me a place to stay. We could talk about rocking that show for a way better deal than having to pay for all the travel expense. Like, I'm not doing this stuff for the money. I just want to play music and live the dream, hopefully.
Yeah.
Put equity in the land.
I think, I don't know, I've been thinking a lot about just the world and how much it sucks lately and how much, well, the world that I know anyways.
There's a lot of worlds out there.
There's a lot of worlds out there, yes. So I'll say the world that I am familiar with, yes.
Come to my life.
I know.
It's very beautiful.
Sounds amazing.
The people I know are so magical and healing. Been on farms a lot recently. With you call them hippies or whatever, but the naturals, people tending the land, and it's like to meet these people who are tanning sheepskin, making earth medicines, and weaving baskets, connecting with the ancestral skills, living in like the old ways in a modern day. I make elderberry syrup. Yeah, the fine elderberry syrup.
I love it.
I could trade this for so many things.
Yeah. I see money as the thing that ruins everything. It's like nothing is like pure because it's all about money, and it will be the strongest force always. Like, with like corporations and, businesses trying to sell stuff. It's like they got these fucking advertisements going on and they're so in your face and they're just trying to sell you a bunch of shit that's terrible for you, and they don't care about you because they just want money. And it's like, the way that I think about it from the knowledge that I have, I'm just like, how is this problem to be fixed? Like, when money is, the thing that makes the fucking world go round, like how is there an escape from that? Because even like the government and stuff, it's like money
does not make the food go around. What really makes the world go around is the food. Yeah, I say money makes the food go around because the food makes the world go around. But really, because the more you're tapped into your own self-sustainability in these small communities that are actually growing and providing the food to feed themselves and having animals on the land, and realize they're not having to outsource as much, and they're like have mills and they're replanting trees and building their own buildings. And my homies, they got land, and they're building sustainable communities. And these are really smaller communities is the way we need to go, because big city living is about money, because you're so disconnected from the earth and the condo, but these smaller communities that are a little more outside of town, they're definitely tapping into something. Yeah. And it's so beautiful to see.
That is very beautiful.
And the food, growing your own food and actually returning back to making your own scales and getting to know people that are doing that. Farmers market is supporting local farmers, makes your whole entire ecosystem and economy become local, and like you're supporting that instead of you're spending money for something that's getting shipped across the world from another place that costs gas and time and energy for farmers who aren't getting paid in other countries to feed you food that's like old by that time and not even the most beneficial,
or has just a bunch of shit in it to keep it preserved.
And it's GMO
in no way,
sugar food.
It's like everything we eat now at the fucking grocery store. I'm like, I think it's healthy, but I couldn't even say that this fucking piece of lettuce isn't all fucked. Like, I don't trust anything, because like I said, it's just like for them, it's all about the money, and so it's like, how can we make the most of this? The most unhealthy possible way that we can, but it's kind of passing, so it's kind of fine. But we keep all the secrets, so we don't actually tell the people, and it's fine, and they think it's healthy, and then it's like. It's just so crazy to me. But I love to hear that. It's so heartwarming to hear the trading thing. I didn't really, because I don't know, like I went to Asia, and like it was like the barter thing, but we weren't like trading, but it was like, you know, they'd be like, you know, 1 million dong. I'd be like 500,000 dong or something, you know. They'd be like, okay, like, yeah, you know. So like, but the trading thing is cool.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Yeah, feels so
That's
good.
dope. Damn.
My homies down in Portland, Nick and Alana, they got this nonprofit they've been starting called Rhythm Seed Farm, and they've been growing seeds. And they're growing a lot of older varieties of seed. They've been giving away free seeds to impoverished communities and people that need seeds. All by pot get free seeds from them. If they need seeds, Rhythm Seed Farms.
Yeah.
And they're Monsanto, you know about them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're like taking over all the seeds in the world. So to have these small seed farmers and communities that are helping people, and they're helping gardens get built on people's lands, and they're because it's so important to start tapping back into these foods that we know are good, because you're right, the stuff in the grocery store, it's made for profit, and they're trying to make money and not like give us nourishment and feed us for health and longevity.
Because that's not going to pay the bills.
Food that lasts long on the shelf and is full of preservatives and tastes super good. So it's full of these sugars and going to make you want to just want more of it and more of it. Keep buying it and buying it and buying it and buying it and keep.
I don't see the like, it's like, I don't know, like the number one like priority of like, I don't know, governments and stuff. I mean, in North America anyway, is just like, it's not to make the people healthy and happy. It's just like not the priority, you know? Like I don't feel that, and it makes me like, oh, what kind of world is this? Like how? And even for me in my own personal endeavors, like how am I supposed to like I struggle with like, you know, going on my artistic pursuit, and like I do it because I love it, but it's like there's always that knocking, like, and then there's the money and the fame, and I'm just like, I don't want that to be a driver of it, you know. And it's like I feel like how the world is shaped, it's just like so naturally like embedded in there or something, like, you know what I mean? I don't know.
I think it's slowly changing, and people have always known, but it's our duty to make the people happier and healthier. And I feel like that's why this hip-hop, this Northwest hip-hop is going to change the world. Yeah. Straight up, because we got rappers like Chia rapping about fresh pressed juice. Yeah. Come on now. We got Guayaki coming out. Marina coming through serving Monte at a hip-hop show. Yeah. And so when we're changing the culture like that, my second song on the mixtape is called Cashew Cheesecake. Sweetened with dates. Nice. Call it a date. Oh. I'll kick the check. Call me your mate. You know what I'm saying? We got bars. This is real life we're talking about. Yeah. Really rapping about, like, and to have these, me and my homie Yahweh, Yaya's his rap name, Dope Spitter, he made this ring, crazy as gems. I was going to ask about, can I look? It's a Thunderbird right there. Came straight from the clouds. Wow. Yeah, Moldavite. When I touched that Moldavite, it took me to another dimension. It's a Moldavite? Yeah, it was crazy. I got that stone. We were down in Arizona in the forest barefoot for like 4 days sipping on tea, and he hands me that Moldavite, and then my whole body like locked up, and I'm like, bro, can I go meditate with this? And he's like, I went and lied beneath this big old tree. Yeah. Oh, there was a big ponderosa. I was lying there meditating. Started doing little breaths because it was coming up, and I started getting so many crazy visions with this ring. It was insane, like pyramids and what's happening in that future. It's just so beautiful. And then so we made this concept of this Thunderbird ring because it looked like a bird head. And then I see. We're talking about it, and I was like, bro, just take your time, take a whole moon cycle to make it. And we got a whole song about this too. Because it's that shit that you ain't never seen. It's a bird and the eyes made a citrine. Where'd you get it? And my brother made my wrist gleam. He got a dragon with the rubies and the olive veins. Yeah, he got a dragon on his pinky. He's like, dragon on my pinky ring, Tanzanite and tourmaline. Nice. Yeah, man, so when we changing the world with these conscious bars, you know what I'm saying? Next week, we're about to be with Illuminati Congo, Ryan Waves, the homies down in Portland. We got MC Save the Whales up here. We got these conscious rappers literally changing the world. Totally. And that's how, to come full circle with everything and bring it back to icon hip-hop, that's what we're really going to do. Yeah. To stop all these problems is to we traveling, permaculture, hip-hop, fusion. What, you coming through, you're planting gardens for the people that are starving. Going through trying to actually cultivate a harvest, going the hardest, going the farthest that they never really seen. Who's spitting bars, sipping about Mate tea? It's crazy.
Yes. More.
More. Yeah, we can just keep going from shore to shore for sure. We're gonna let this Northwest open up the corridor. All right, I was just talking Ryan for the rest of the podcast.
I love it.
It's more fun for me.
That's great. I love that. That's great. Hell yeah. Dope. Yeah, I got a moldavite too. That shit is powerful.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. Sometimes I gotta take it off. I can't wear this all the time. It's too powerful.
Oh my god.
I need where's my black tourmaline? I need it to ground me out. You know this thing, so it takes you high up.
That's funny. Dope, dude. Damn. I do want to travel. I think it is a really fucking important part of learning what's going on in the world. Because the world, it feels so small. I feel like especially in like the entertainment industry, you know, like it feels like there's like a couple cities and then like that's it. Yeah, it's so small, I feel. And compared to like actually what's going on in the whole world and how people are just like deciding to live their lives day to day, it's like so small.
Yeah, tiny.
Yeah. Fuck. Well, what is your life on a day to day? Are you like, obviously you're the hippie man, so are you like all about the eating good, exercising, stretching kind of stuff? Man. What are you up to?
You know, I'm cooking. I woke up this morning. Had a little hook from last night that we were freestyling. I wrote a little track this morning. I'm loving it.
Nice.
It's about this lady I met in the street performer, Brazilian lady, came up dancing, and then I started dancing, and then pop, pop, pop. I had a little song about it. I don't know when that's coming over this morning. But yeah, I like writing, making a lot of music, working with the band, curating. I'm playing a show next weekend in Portland, the weekend after that in Spokane. So it's like running back and forth from these shows. Yeah.
Kinda? Okay.
And back to Seattle. And even all summer, we were playing festivals every weekend with the band.
Right.
Northwest Herbal Fair, Departure.
Was that all kind of in Seattle? Like area?
No, like around,
or
more in the outskirts. Like in the peninsulas and more like out in the foresty ones.
Okay.
And like out in Okanagan, because those conscious festivals are not in the city. They're like out in the woods and we camp out for 4 days. And like, that's what I want to do in my life. I don't even need to blow up on the big scale. If I could just be in the hippies with the hills making music, that's dope. Totally. Especially they treat us real good. Departure Festival, man, support Departure Festival. They hooked us up. The artists, they like fed us like amazing healthy food, and I walked in there, they had cereal with no sugar and it's sweetened with like pear juice. I was like, wow, y'all getting like oat milks and all that. I'm like, damn, y'all are accommodating. They had a big like vat of this fine local black currant made cider, like organic local cider, and Pixie made meads and the finest in vats. I'm like, whoa, this is
damn,
like, y'all hooked us up.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, I don't even need to blow. I don't need to. On the biggest scale, as long as I can get rootsy, get my family. We're planting seeds, growing trees, buzzing with the bees. You know, got our own honey we're making, turning it into mead. Yeah, that's all we need. That's all we need. We good. We gonna be good, man. Shout out to Racy, my partner. She's just an angel. And we got a lot of learning a lot of skills right now. Learning about the ways of making medicine and tending to the old ways. It's dope.
It's great. It's just an important part of being a human being. Like, not only does it nurture like your soul and your like artistic abilities, but it's just being a human being. Like, it's just so important.
Thank you. It's our duty.
It is.
You know what these are? These are opposable thumbs. Yeah. And shout out to Natalie V down in Arizona. She's been teaching me so much too about the land and tending to the old ways. And these are opposable thumbs. We have the ability to plant seeds, pull tubers, do these things that most animals can't do. Totally. Humans have been tending these forests for thousands of years. The Native American people, these were gardens that they've been tending for thousands of years. The oak flat, an Apache garden on top of the mountains that Rio Tinto and BHP trying to mine right now. And it's like, right now, humans are just destroying the land when the indigenous people have been caretaking and in a relationship reciprocal with the land. When I pick elderberries, I sing to the elderberry trees. And I literally am planting hundreds of trees in the sunny areas around there to spread the trees around. Because some people just take. Right. I don't even sell my medicine. No, this is not for barter. Nothing. It's not a gift. I don't know. I don't want Canada coming at me with crazy accusations about my conversations. But either way, I just gotta say, it's not for profit. It's just to have a connection. Yeah. And we're bringing that back.
Yeah. Totally.
That rootsy beats, man. Yeah. Cooking. This is just a drip of the iceberg, y'all.
Yes. Right. I mean, clearly there's like so many. I mean, as a human being, like the art you make is only a reflection of, you know, everything in the day to day and everything that you've built as a person, you know, like, oh, dude. I love hearing about all the hippie shit. And like, I love like, I don't know, trying to care for my like body properly and really just like, you know, be connected like spiritually and stuff in my brain. Like, I just feel like I get away from it too easily, you know, like I live like downtown now in Vancouver. And it's like, you know, it's just a lot being out there, you know, like it's just so important to like to get away sometimes and like get back to the roots, because like you really like you get so distracted, you know. It's so easy to get distracted in your own brain with like a bunch of shit that just doesn't even fucking matter at all, and then it's like the only thing that you're doing or thinking about it, and you're like, what the fuck, like none of this means anything, like. So I love that. I'm thinking about that oat stuff. I'm like, I want to...
Yo, you want some Milky Oats?
I want to try it now. I will try it.
So the Milky Oats is strong.
This is for all the vapors out there, people who vape or smoke. If you want a warm hug and something to relax you, that's not a cigarette.
Oh,
right?
Yeah, Milky Oats. Oh, it's so relieving. It's like a blanket on your nervous system. Whatever. You ever seen Mary Poppins' bag? That's what it's like.
Yeah.
I can literally jump inside of this bag.
Clearly.
There's some elderberry trees growing down there at the bottom.
Oh my god, I bet.
Oh, here we go. The Milky Oats. If you have any drink, I'd put some in your mouth first.
First? Why is it a bad taste?
No, it's high percentage alcohol to extract the Milky Oats, so it's like burns when you put it in.
What?
Yeah.
So
but
water?
It's worth it to get the medicine out so good.
Oh my god, I'm scared.
It's just a tiny squirt of alcohol, but a lot of Milky Oats.
Okay,
One of the songs is like, I love your Milky Oat tincture. It's so creamy. Because that Milky Oat tincture is so creamy. It's so good.
Oh my god, I don't know what's going to happen. Okay, I'm going to just do a small one. Oh.
Yeah, I keep the water in my mouth first, my bad.
That's fine.
It's not like the elderberry syrup, which is all sweet and tasty and delicious. It's like,
okay,
ooh.
Interesting.
But it's crazy because I didn't realize how powerful it was until I was going through some stuff. Like, I lost my father and went through some really powerful, traumatic experiences.
Oh.
And then the Milky Oats was like,
oh my god.
Cause I didn't even know. I was like, you know, Ray, she's making all these amazing medicines, and she makes so much magical medicines, and I need to have an actual connection with the plant to really get to know it, like anything, like anyone,
you want to know
anyone with anything.
And stuff, yeah.
And so I'm like, I connected with the elderberry really deep. I'm getting to know these plants, but I'm like, Milky Oats, I don't really know you yet. And then it wasn't even Milky Oat season. I had the tincture, and I started taking that and feeling the relief and feeling the weight go off my shoulders. I'm like, it's really soothing. I'm really thankful for it.
So how long have you been with your partner then?
Me and Ray, about a little over a year now. It's cool. Okay. We've been friends for 5 years.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, I've known her for a long time, and I've always loved her so much, and she's just looked up to her as a person and just admired her so much as a friend. Yeah. And then a really funny story, but yeah, not funny to everybody. I'm polyamorous. My love, Nava. I came to Washington because she is such a powerful medicine warrior woman. Nava in Arizona, who I was living with. Oh. I bring her to Washington. She introduced her to Reishi, who I love so much, who's my friend. And Nava says, wow, Reishi's so beautiful. I kind of want to hook up with her. Like, even I would hook up with her. Like, I wouldn't mind if you did. Yeah. And then I took that as a serious thing. I ran with it, and then me and Reishi fell in love, and I had no idea that was going to happen at all. Wow. I was just friends with Reishi, and I just loved her. And then Nava was like, she's so beautiful, go ahead. And I was like, she is so beautiful. Yeah. Wow. And then, we're cuddling, it feels so undeniable. I'm like, what can I do? Yeah. It's love. It's true love. I can't stop it. Totally. And I still love Nava with all my heart. And she's just holding it down in Arizona, studying Chinese medicine and herbalism, activism. She is so powerful.
You got the goods. Like, these women are just keeping you healthy. Like, they've got
so healthy.
All the knowledge.
I know. Even I told them all, I'm like, I just want to be friends for life. And even if we don't have to be like lovers, it's okay, because I love them as people so much. Yeah. I just love and admire them that I just want to do anything to be in relations of however they want to be informed.
Yeah.
And if they happen to want to be sensual, I do love those experiences as well, like we all do as humans.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, Rachel, it's been a beautiful year. It's been so beautiful.
Great.
So beautiful.
So when did you realize, like, oh shit, I'm a polyamorous?
I've been really trying and learning, and for years, like with the last few partners, I've been trying to be poly, and it's really hard because the communication and to learn.
Gotta be really good at communication.
It's hard, and it's just so difficult. And to learn when like you talk about wanting to be poly, and then I'm getting super jealous. And I'm getting jealous up there with guys. And I'm getting mad. And I'm like, man, fuck that dude, man. I want to beat him up. And like, I'm thinking violent thoughts when I'm not a violent person. I don't want to hurt this guy, actually. If I got to know him, I wouldn't want to hurt him. But because she's like being intimate with him, I'm thinking these negative, aggressive thoughts. And it's like, I've said things about these men, which I don't even mean. And it's like, I apologize when I say these things, and I don't actually want to hurt them, but I've like just felt those feelings, and they've reacted like that too when I'm intimate with the woman.
Right.
Very traumatic reactions, that I'm like, whoa, this is really unhealthy. And it hurt Nava a lot when I was with Rage. I shouldn't talk about all this on the podcast.
Yeah, no, sorry, I don't mean to get into your personal.
But nah, it's real to keep it real, and I should have been better how I navigated that situation with Nava, and I shouldn't have jumped into it with Reishi. I should have been like, are you sure it's okay for me to be into it, Reishi? How do you really feel about this?
So is
Let's
it about
talk about our feelings instead of just being like, oh, take it and run, not talk about my feelings.
Totally,
like,
fair.
I knew it would have hurt her feeling, but I just like, oh, she said yes, so it's okay. It's like, nah, I gotta be like, hey, I'm actually feeling a connection with Reishi. Like, maybe let's talk about this. But she was in California and I'm in Washington.
Yeah,
so
right.
It's all about the communication, listening to each other, moving very slowly.
Yeah.
Oh,
so with
I'm
poly,
learning so much. I'm learning. I'm trying to be a better man for sure.
Yes, for always. I feel like, because obviously there is still that, like, human part of you that feels that jealousy when your partner's like with other people. But is it about like the beforehand, like, hey, just so you know, like, this is what's going down, and then it's fine? But then if it's like a off guard kind of thing, I have like a really close friend who's poly as well. Yeah, so I don't know, it's hard, like, because I find it like really admirable, because I think like naturally I am like a very jealous person. And it obviously kind of changes, when I'm, if I'm doing well mentally, if I'm not doing well mentally, how whatever jealous I'm gonna be. But I just like I hate those jealousy feelings, and like I think that like to be able to open up and to like share a partner with another human being is like takes immense strength. And I know that some people are just polyamorous and some people just aren't. And I don't plan on being polyamorous anytime, but I don't know, I'm just like, how, like I really do admire it, because I know that it is such a like difficult thing, It
is, and I'm realizing that it's not for everybody. And in my current lifestyle that I'm living right now, it's like basically a necessity, because I'm traveling, I'm moving, I'm in another city, bouncing around. I'm Torin. My name's Torin. I'm literally Torin. I can't stop being myself right now. And I'm still trying to manifest these musical dreams and put a little more foundation, but I'm not like making money out this music yet, So, and that's my dream, my true dream. But it's like, it's hard because we talk about that balance of like, it's not about the money. Then how do we make money off our dreams? Do I go work a day job? Well, how am I going to really give the people this music they need if I'm working a 9 to 5 for somebody else? So it's like finding this balance of cultivating. Oof.
I know, it's so hard.
Yeah. It's and I'm slowly, but surely starting to do this.
Yes.
With my first mixtape, Drip of the Iceberg.
So, okay, so let's get back into this, because we were talking about this earlier. You said that you have like nothing on Spotify.
Nothing. I got one song, Got the Call with my brother. Oh, I got 2 on Spotify now.
Okay. Nice.
Got the Call with my homie Marshall Hugh and Murphy Bug about the Oak Flat. The Oak Flat is the land that they're trying to mine, BHP and Rio Tinto. So that song's on Spotify, Got the Call, and it's on YouTube. We shot a video at the Oak Flat.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and it's like, people need to know about the Oak Flat and call up Governor Doug Ducey and be like, yo, we got to save the Oak Flat. And Philly senators, man, they're playing.
Yeah.
And all the governors. So that's on Spotify. And one other song, Dance with the Ancients, with my homie Elemental out of Portland. And so, 2 little collab tracks that we've done, and Homie Baba Shasha.
Okay.
Yeah, I just got his new DJ name. He was spinning it the other night on the. I was like, what? You spun it live? So there's 2 songs out.
Oh.
And I have no singles out, or nothing solo on Spotify. I got a collab track with the homie singing the hook, and I got another one where the homie starts off the first 2 minutes. This is the first of me. So
why did you decide to go with the CDs? Is this going to go on Spotify at some point, or is that not like something that you're interested in for now, anyways?
Man, Spotify. We gotta talk Spotify. I want to talk to y'all personally, but
okay. Yeah.
Everyone tells it's a line on the first song, Tip of the Drip. Everybody tells me, dog, you making it. But when I got a bill, Spotify ain't paying it. Because it's true, man. We're getting pennies, less than pennies. It's like, man, it takes so many streams for an artist to get paid. So I can't just put this on Spotify when I've put, thousands of dollars into this. My whole life's work. I put it on Spotify and then it's just free for everybody. It's like, damn, now I'm just thousands of dollars down and it's going to take me 10 years of streams to get back. So yeah, I'm not putting it on Spotify for a few months or something at least. I want to put it on December 2nd, 2022, 12/2/22. I want to put it on Bandcamp.
Bandcamp?
Bandcamp's a website that actually supports artists. Thank you, Bandcamp. We love you so much. It allows artists to sell their art. So I'm going to put it up for probably $10 US on Bandcamp. And you can just donate anything you want for the cause. And then you can actually sell it and actually make something off it instead of Spotify. I think it's like 1/8 of a penny per stream.
Yeah.
Or less, like 8% of a penny a stream or something.
Yeah.
I was like, do the math there.
Yeah. Totally.
You buy one CD, that's like listening to your album 5,000 times on Spotify.
Yeah, no shit.
It's like, thanks for listening to it 5,000 times with one purchase.
Yeah,
like, it's way better than views.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah,
That's
CD's
dope.
the way to go. And I was at the festival, hopping off the stage, be like, yo, I got CDs, and they're not online. What? Yo, shout out to rappers. Here's a tip. Make a CD, don't put it online. It makes it exclusive. That means you can't even get this. Maybe I shouldn't even put it on Spotify ever. Like, nah, I didn't even.
Totally. And then one day it will just be worth like $100.
Corporations. He's a multi-billionaire, the owner of Spotify. We got how many broke rappers in the Northwest? Yeah. And we got this rich Spotify dude, and we're all giving them our tracks. What if it's like the Northwest don't do Spotify anymore?
Yeah.
It's like fuck that.
That's funny.
We're changing culture.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe I'm talking too loud, but for real.
No, it's an interesting thought to have.
I'm sure they sponsor some people, but it's like, is that even okay for me to be like, oh, Spotify just sponsored me, and then everyone else gets screwed from you? It's like, nah. But this is like, look cool and I'm white. Fuck that shit. So it's like, I think we need to use other streaming platforms, honestly. Like Bandcamp is a good one that actually supports artists and they get paid, which is really cool. And you can sell your merch on Bandcamp too. So you can have a t-shirt option and stuff. And they have a streaming app too. So it's like, nice. Spotify got billions. So they got all the advertisements on TV and stuff. It's like, advertisements.
Yeah. No, it's a good approach. It's a good thing to like try these different things. Cause like, I mean, technology is advancing rapidly, but at what point does it just totally take over? I mean, I was just talking to Riley this morning about like the advertisement thing and how it's just so fucking insane. Like I can't scroll on Pinterest and look at my little art photos I want to look at without seeing like fucking 10 ads that are moving videos of like colors and sound and shit. And I'm just like, fuck off. I don't fucking want to see this. You're not selling me your fucking whatever you're, and he was saying like, they're not trying to sell you anything good. They're just like, buy this extra fat cheeseburger with extra cheese. And it's like, no, it's not good for me. Like, so I think it's good that some people are going to try to take those other approaches and try to like maybe get away from the corporations a little bit and just see what happens. Like, see what we can do, try to shift a little bit, change it up. So I support. I like the idea. I wish I could hear right now. I'm like, give me that. We got a little.
Now they do the cuts in the podcast. Boom, it starts.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, man. I'm excited. Tip of the drip. We got 13 songs on here.
Sick.
And it's just a nice little journey. Some of them are old, like Healthy Diet. That's 2016.
Damn.
Harbor Lake, yeah.
And you still like the song and are excited to share it?
I performed it the other night.
Oh, nice.
I performed a few songs from 2016 the other night.
Damn.
Hey, Riley, how were those songs?
Those songs were fantastic.
2016, man. These are timeless classics, man. We ain't playing around. This is real hip hop.
That's amazing.
Man, people are playing around. All these mumbling, fumbling rappers. We ain't stumbling over here. This is real crisp shit. Like I put work into this.
Yeah.
Work. Like, And honestly, I listen to it, and then I'm like, I could do way better. It's whack. So, like, don't worry. I still have the critique side, too. So you can critique the shit out. I love critique.
Yeah.
Give me more critique. I want to be better. But it's like, for real, I know what I do, and I know it's hot because I could show it to the greats, and the greats tell me it's good.
Yeah.
I was in Iceland with Blas Roka, legend. He's like, it's hot. Momo Shiri, he said it's hot. Like, if they say it's hot, it's hot. If it's not, it's not. It's a flop.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and the important part is that, like, you put your heart and soul into it, and that you feel good about
and
it.
you feel it. It ain't about being hot. It's about being real and pulling. I pull that shit out. Like, I say hot and cool because Snoop Dogg put that in my head on the song What a Job with Devin the Dude, where he's like, if it ain't hot, it don't mean shit. That's a tip to all the conscious rappers, y'all. We can be conscious, but you still gotta be cool, you know? So it's hip hop. You gotta be hip. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's a culture here, you know? I'm trying to keep it alive.
Totally, yeah. That's funny. I like that. Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, when that line, man, he's like, have you heard that song, What a Job?
No.
Devin the Dude,
job this is.
Snoop Dogg, and Andre 3000. That is like, I cried to the Andre 3000 verse.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna listen to it later.
Yeah, it's so good.
Hell yeah.
The beat played at our cypher on Tuesday, actually.
Wow.
Yeah.
You what?
I would go.
Yeah, the beat played at our cypher on Tuesday.
From that song?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Shakes and Kaiko are passing back and forth on that.
Fuck.
Great.
Dope. You gotta come. This man's gotta come to a cypher.
He's
coming Tuesday, right? Tomorrow? Oh, yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, I'm about to go wild out there.
It's gonna be crazy, man.
And
where
we
is
gotta
tomorrow?
do a Kickstarter
Holy
for
Child.
Icon
Holy
Hip Hop.
Yeah.
Yes.
Man, you hear what Icon Hip Hop's been doing? 53 weeks straight. 53 weeks straight hosting a cypher for the community.
Yes,
free,
sir.
open for everybody. Been documenting it, editing it, putting it out, posting it for the whole hip hop community to flourish. And what do we need to do? Take this soil and just nourish it a little bit. Because right now, my brother Ghetto Fab is Ghetto Fabbing it out on a 2012 MacBook, editing the whole hip hop community on this side of the city's videos on every Tuesday night. He's coming home on the late nights editing, and this laptop's crashing, y'all. So we can make a little Kickstarter. Any donations towards Icon Hip Hop is going to go directly to the man's laptop so we can curate better content for the world, y'all. Northwest hip hop on the move. You know, it's about the health. It ain't about the wealth. We can't have it in stealth. It's been underground too long. I only got 2 songs on Spotify.
I know. What the
come
fuck?
on, we gotta get it.
Gotta get that money up. God help us.
For real. How about Icon Hip Hop, man? I'm gonna try to get him launch a Kickstarter, bro.
Hell yeah.
If not, you know, we gotta get y'all a platform. People can donate a Venmo or something to put the posters up every single Icon cipher with y'all Venmo and really get something out there to let the people know.
I mean, yeah, it's hard, man. It's like, unfortunately, we don't want to make, nobody wants to make it about money when you're doing it
Just
for real. But it's
though.
like, you need money sometimes to do these things, and it's painful, but you do.
This is donation based. I'm like, I suggest start around $10, but like, if you just donate, people are throwing me 40, 20, 30. I'm like, this is the life. If the shows, just don't put a cap, because rich people got money, and they'll pay, and then the homies get it for $10 because they support you and they got $10. So it's like, come on, my homies get it for $10, but it's like, you gotta to have that, like, hey, if you're coming to the Icon Cypher, maybe that one person in the corner is like, they're not a rapper, but they've never seen that in their life, and they're rich, and they're walking home that day and like, this is cool. I have like $50K in the bank. Like, I'll throw these guys 300 right now. Fuck it. Like, these guys are cool. Like, I wish I could rap. And then like, if you let them hop on the mic, they're like, dude, I rapped for the first time at a cypher. It changed my life. I got to experience what that feeling of culture and community and feel welcome and uplifted. Like, y'all are doing something powerful here.
It is very powerful.
That's how hip hop started in the Bronx. You know, we're talking people struggling, coming out together, spinning on decks, rapping about what's going on, and it's cool that that's happening in the Northwest. And ciphers are happening. The culture's alive. It's not just like closet musicians, which has that Northwest. There's a lot of closet musicians in the Northwest. Incredibly talented people that stay at home and make incredible music, and then don't come together because it's so cold in the wintertime. So I've done it 53 weeks.
Yeah.
Venues are incredibly difficult, though. That's the problem we've had so many times, right? Because, like, as we've been growing, we keep finding, like, a perfect place, and then it's like our capacity's too small, and then we grow, you know? And so it's like, I mean, it's a bit of a struggle, but like it's like a very pleasant struggle, right? Because like we're growing and like it's like this exciting, like every week there's like another like, oh shit, we gotta solve this, you know.
Yeah.
This next thing, right? So,
Okay, so y'all looking for like a solid venue, yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, we really need like a long-term home, right? That we can have forever and just settle in. Because like, if we could find that like perfect like 150 cap like kind of thing, right? And then in an absolutely perfect world, we'd be able to smoke weed inside.
That's the big problem.
We had that at our first studio,
that
at the
burned down
Mountain. Yeah, it was fantastic, and that was a huge difference because like
that's popping.
Oftentimes, like
as fuck.
Like you lose a lot of the crowd to the weed smoking pit, right? Like
oh, they're all out there smoking.
Yeah.
Sometimes, like I mean,
Northwest, dude,
every one of us, man, we're all potheads.
Yeah.
And a lot of cigarette smokers, right? So the cigarette smoking is one thing, but like with all the pot smoking outside, it's something else. And then like there's something to be said for like there being like an air of pot smoke in the room too, right?
Oh,
like
the
it definitely like adds to the vibe.
Yeah,
and
like, more like, you know,
there's old footage too where the room's totally smoked out and it looks fantastic, because it's all it's not. There's no smoke machine, you know. It's just the real deal.
Yeah.
It's just a bunch of people smoking
out of their mind.
I literally like I don't smoke weed anymore, but when I first started going to the Cypher, it was at that studio, and it was like a kind of smaller, like enclosed space. I was like, girl, I gotta out here. I'm getting like high just being in there, and it was such an experience. Like coming to the Cypher and experiencing it for the first time in that way, where there's so much smoke and I'm like a little bit high, and I'm just like, what the fuck is going on in this room? Like the vibes are just so strong, and it's like
a vortex or whatever, you know, a portal, right? Like
yeah,
you go
literally, you open the door and you're like,
see
oh
people's
my God.
eyes light up when they walk in, and they've never seen anything like this or
and
whatever.
And the characters in there, like
crazy.
the people that this Cypher brings in is insane. It's just like you got everybody from every spectrum. Like it's just like it's so insane, and like they even like who you don't think is gonna hop on the mic just like hops on the mic and does something crazy, and you're like, what the fuck? Like what's gonna happen next? Like I don't even know.
So cool.
It's crazy. It's fabulous. Well, I can't wait to have you tomorrow. That'd be very fun.
I'm so stoked.
How far is it for you to come? Is the suburbs like is that like farther than the city
like
of San?
20
What's
minutes from the
closer?
city.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So is it like closer toward this
on the
way
Tacoma
than
side or on the Everett side?
On the Tacoma side, yeah, south.
Okay, yeah, so it was a little extra.
a little bit farther?
Yeah, a little farther than Seattle.
Okay. So did you go to the Cypher at Everett? No.
No.
Right? Oh, okay. You don't go there?
I've never been there, but I just found out about it actually, so I'm about to slide up there.
Oh, dope. Yeah.
Hell yeah, shouts to Ghetto Blaster.
Yes.
Cool.
Running that up. Well, we're so blessed to have you.
So blessed to be here.
Have you come and meet everybody.
This is great. So glad to be back in Canada. It's been a dream since I crossed that border.
Yeah. When was the first time that you came? How long ago was that? When you came and met them?
That was like 2019, a few years ago before the shutdown.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, every time I came here, it's honestly a dream. I love it so much. This whole trip, that show last night with Momo Shiri and other 13 dope rappers. And yeah, it's so good.
It is beautiful. I love Canada very much. I definitely, when me and Riley went to Seattle, I mean, it was great. I loved it. It's just different, which I like, obviously, because, I mean, it's just fun seeing, like, a different city and experiencing that in a different way or whatever. But I do love where we live. Vancouver is very beautiful and has a lot of culture to give, so it's great.
So beautiful.
Hell yeah.
Fancy.
All right, well, that was a pretty good convo, I feel like. That's pretty good, well-rounded information session. Hell yeah.
Say so.
Is there anything like, so where can we find you? What is your social media?
Torin is my name, Torin.
Yes.
And then Frost, my last name. Nice. And so if you type that in on Facebook or Instagram or any of those things.
That's where you can find you.
Yeah, Spotify, all that.
And then you're
to some Bandcamps where I'm going to be putting a lot of this music out. I might start pumping songs out on a Bandcamp.
Yeah.
So I got 13 other songs we're getting like mixed up after this. They're already recorded, and the whole band and a lot of music ready to record. So
yeah. Hell yeah. So this is gonna be, is this already online available?
This is not online.
Not yet?
No. Okay. If you want that, you gotta come find me directly.
Oh, okay.
I need
it's
that
even
drip
more
of the iceberg
special.
in the CD. And
yes.
Yeah, this is...
Fuck yeah, dude.
It's my baby right now. So on December 2nd, 2022, even when I announced that, I was like, is it too soon? I want to put it on Bandcamp.
Yeah.
Because people just want to hear it online, and
totally.
not everyone has a CD player.
That's fair, yeah.
And there's people around the whole country and world that
you're not going to see them.
They don't have a CD player everywhere they go.
Yeah.
People say, I want it digitalized.
I want to listen to it all the time. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, there are reasons for the streaming services.
I'm like, I guess I understand. You know? I'm just so old school.
I know. That's fair. No, it's dope. It's dope. I love the CD version. That's sick. Hell yeah. So what's this album called again? Drip of the Iceberg?
Drip of the Iceberg.
Oh. Dope.
Yeah, Drip of the Iceberg. Because it really is. It's just a drip of the iceberg right there. And Rose Drummond, she's the one who painted this cover. Her Instagram is Rose Unfolding.
Beautiful.
She is incredible.
Wow, she hand painted that, or is it like digital?
Yeah, it's hand painted. I have the painting.
Oh shit, that's sick.
I'm like mind blown. I love her art so much. Her art is incredible. One of my favorite artists I've ever seen. So
is she from Seattle?
I'm not actually sure where she's from, but I know she spent a lot of time in Bellingham, and I think she was living in BC, or I'm not exactly sure.
Yeah.
But she's in Northwest.
Based on that art, I would say Northwest.
Definitely
like
for
it.
sure.
Yeah.
I know Bellingham's around this area of Canada too.
Yeah. Dope. All right.
Much love.
Well, thank you so much. Appreciate you.
Thank you
for sharing everything.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
So glad to be here. Thanks for doing this too. Historian Joe.
Hell yeah.
Forever.
Forever. Peace. I'm gonna work on my intro and outro.
Sweet.
That's my least favorite part.